Flying your drone at night is pretty good fun and can offer some interesting perspectives on subjects versus when you fly it during the day. Both the DJI Mini 4 Pro and the Air 3 offer a night video mode, which uses a special algorithm to enhance and denoise the picture. But how does this compare to other video modes? And is night mode all it's cracked up to be? In this video, we're going to take the same shot in 4 different modes and see if we can find out. And at the end, I'll give you my opinion on which is best for which situation. Earlier in the year, I did a video using night mode, and when I switched to it, I said, wow, look at that. Wow, look at that. I was blown away by how different it looked. And being a bear of little brain, had kind of forgotten how good it actually made the picture seem. It's great to interact with people in the comments of these videos, and several of you mentioned that HLG might be a better mode to use for night time. So today we're going to do a couple of tests. I like to keep things simple. Often there isn't time to faff about with different settings. So to start off with, we're going to test normal mode and night mode just with auto settings. We'll then kick things up a notch and go into Pro mode and set our colour profile to Dlog-m and HLG and compare those two as well. And I'll come on to what those mean later in the video. We'll finish off with a side-by-side comparison, and I'll give my opinion on which I think is best for which situation. But at the end of the day, it's whatever looks best to you. So you do you, baby.
Weird. You're a weird guy.
I started off by having a little fly around to check my bearings and find a suitable subject. I was also checking that I could keep visual line of sight of the drone whilst I was flying as well. It's often best to scout around where you're going to be flying during the daytime, just in case there are any unforeseen obstacles, like wires, because unless you've got an Air 3S, obstacle avoidance doesn't work very well at night. I had a little practice orbit around this church, but opted to use waypoints so that I could repeat the same shot over and over again for each of the different modes. So to start off with, we have the church using auto mode and just a touch of extra exposure to lighten the image a bit. It's really not too bad. We've got some nice detail in the lighter areas, although it does get quite noisy and detail drops out quite quickly in the darker areas. Then switching to night mode, we can see a lot more detail and the colours look warmer. But even with the exposure dropped down a notch, the face of the church seems slightly overexposed. Nice detail on the windows though. So overall it does seem that night mode can overexpose some areas if you have a particularly bright part of the picture. But you do get a more pleasing colour palette and detail in darker areas where you don't necessarily have any particular bright areas. Talking of darker areas, if you are enjoying this video and find it useful, please do leave a like. And if you're not already one of those legends that has subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing as well. It would be great to have you aboard. Thanks. And if you're not considering doing either of those things, then at least could you do me a favour and just leave the video running? You can mute me and everything, but just leave it running to the end because YouTube seems to like that now. Thanks. Oh, you are actually doing it. Thank you. Right, let's get on with the technical bits. Now, I'm not going to go into tons of detail about it. That's for another video. And to be frank, I'm not really an expert on it. But this Frank is an expert on it. And I look forward to his inevitable comments when this video comes out. It's worth checking out his channel as well. He's got some really good footage there. Dlog-m and HLG colour modes have a 10-bit colour profile, which means that they can access over 1 billion colours, whereas the 8-bit colour modes in the normal mode and night mode only have about 17 million colours. Now this means that you're less likely to get any colour banding in your footage. You know, when you get that really low bit footage and you might have dark scenes and you have a sort of grey bit and then a slightly less grey bit and then a black bit, you can get bands of colour there. Used to happen quite a lot on Netflix when they really compressed the video. So Dlog-m is DJI's version of the log profile that's often used in mainstream videography. It records a very flat colour profile and then it's left up to you to do the colour grading using that. Or you could just bung a LUT on it, like this, and then tweak it from there. Guess which one I do. It's great for recovering detail from the shadows, especially if you've underexposed the footage slightly. Now, HLG stands for Hybrid Log Gamma, or Horribly Long Grading, if you're anything like me with colour grading, and it's designed to enhance the footage and provide flexibility with colour grading in the edit.
Ugh, I'm so bored.
So let's get back to the footage. Let's have a look at Dlog-m. Now this is completely ungraded and doesn't look that bad. The colours seem fairly natural, but actually the lights of the town do actually have a warmer feel to them, so let's stick the standard LUT on that can be downloaded from DJI and see if it makes a difference. Okay, so we can see that the black is very black. I could have possibly pushed the exposure up on this a little, but I'm quite impressed with the exposure on the face of the church. The detail on the roof and the windows also stands out very well, and whilst it may be a little underexposed, I'm quite enjoying the contrast of the shadows. Now on to the HLG footage. This is very similar to Dlog-m in terms of detail, although it does look like the colours have a slightly more natural feel to them. I'm detecting a little more noise in the darker areas, so even though there's very little colour grading to do like with Dlog-m, you may need to go back to your editing software to denoise things, which can sometimes be a little bit tricky to get just right. But let's take a look at them side by side. Overall, it's horses for courses as far as auto mode is concerned. If you've got a fairly evenly lit scene, then night mode does look quite nice. But if you've got any really bright highlights, then you're probably better off using normal mode and just bumping up the exposure. The f1.7 aperture on the DJI Mini 4 Pro is actually really good at gathering in that light, so you shouldn't have too many problems. If you're looking to squeeze every bit of detail and colour out of your footage and have the most flexibility with colour grading and editing, then Dlog-m is probably the way to go, but HLG is probably easier to work with straight out of the box. Personally, with my workflow, I tend to use Dlog-m, but I'm definitely warming to HLG, especially for shorter clips. The most important thing is what looks best to you. This has just been a video to show you what options are out there. So at the end of the day, it does depend on what results you want to get, and what your workflow is and how much time you've got. As a very clever person once said, opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one, and everyone thinks everyone else's stinks. So join me, and probably Frank, in the comments, and let us know. Which one do you think is best? Bye.